and all the Democrats that are cheering and are celebrating his death, I want to thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for dancing on his grave. See, love and hate are very similar to the exact same emotions. They fuel each other. Instead of Democrats being apathetic, the true opposite of love and hate, being respectful, being quiet, letting conservatives mourn and just letting it pass, not inspiring massive amounts of action, not awakening the giants of which you have now awoken, and you've made your own people ditch your own political party. I'm seeing people who said, I've never been involved in any type of politics, but in my own local government, I'm reaching out to my local Republican chapter. What can I do to help? Thanks for being the gasoline to the fire. I've wanted to work on this channel for a very long time, but always found reasons and excuses not to. But with the recent passing of Charlie Kirk, I feel it is now imperative for anyone with similar worldviews to continue to get the message out there, defying what they tried to accomplish, which was silencing anyone with conservative viewpoints. Charlie Kirk was an incredible person. At an extremely young age, started the biggest political organization for one of only two of the biggest political parties in the United States of America. And it is my belief that he single-handedly saved us from a president who wanted to put price controls on an industry that only has a 1 to 3% profit margin. He saved us from a president who wanted to spend their way out of inflation, the very thing that causes it. And he saved us from a president who would have took free speech away from half of the other part of the country. Because he went out and spoke to the youth at these college campuses, he single-handedly, in my viewpoint, turned Gen Z conservative, which may have been the push that we needed to get Donald Trump elected the second term, and saved us from Kamala Harris. He spoke to people that were in complete contrast to his views, living complete opposite lifestyle that he promoted, and he spoke to them as humans. Tell me your story. And then spoke with logic. He spoke with common sense. And he went into the a territory where he knew everyone would hate them and still decided to debate them, and oftentimes came out victorious because logic was on his side. You know, to all the far leftists and all the Democrats that are cheering and are celebrating his death, I want to say something different, a different message that most people are not saying right now. I don't want to call you a degenerate. I don't want to call you despicable. As a matter of fact, I want to thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for dancing on his grave. And here's the reason. You see, love and hate are very similar to the exact same emotions. They fuel each other. You see, when you are getting over a relationship and you hate the other person, you will only prolong the amount of time that it takes to get over them because you are paying attention to it. So instead of Democrats being apathetic, the true opposite of love and hate, being respectful, being quiet, letting conservatives mourn and just letting it pass, not inspiring massive amounts of action, not awakening the giants of which you have now awoken, of people that are in exact contrast to your viewpoints, are now inspired. You have now put gasoline to their fire, and you've made your own people ditch your own political party. I just read a post on someone who met Obama, voted in the most recent election for Kamala, who's been so disgusted with your actions today, or whenever he posted it, he, for the first time ever, registered as a Republican. I'm seeing people who said, I've never been involved in any type of politics, but in my own local government, I'm reaching out to my local Republican chapter. What can I do to help? Me creating this channel that I wanted to create for years, I'm now doing it. All thanks to you. Thanks for being the gasoline to the fire. Lastly, I want to say, second to last, that this channel, inspired by Charlie Kirk, will not be a typical conservative, here's XYZ popular topic of the day right now. Let's talk about how stupid and how big of retards the other side who thinks opposite of me is or are. Instead, I want to use this channel to teach, to think in a psychological manner, to get to the root of issues of why people do the things that they do, to be helpful. And yes, we will look at facts. We will look at current modern day political stories that come up. But it will not be out of spite or out of hatred for people who believe on the opposite side, completely inspired by Charlie Kirk. You know, last thing I want to say about Charlie Kirk is that you garnered international attention for someone who served his whole life was about his one country. You have the Prime Minister of Italy, Israel, UK, the President of Argentina, who all are mourning your loss and recognizing you online. That is to say, your impact went around the world. You've inspired millions, Charlie Kirk. And as an American, I think I can speak for millions to say we are so proud and we're so honored that you lived your life and we got to be in the same country that you dedicated to serving. Rest in peace, my friend. Millions love you and will continue to do so and continue to spread your message forward. Rest in peace, my friend. Bless out.